Hello, my hemifacial spasm friends. This is Faith doing my 3-month follow-up video from my microvascular decompression surgery that I had, or MVD surgery, with Dr. Sekula in April of 2018. If you're here, it's probably because you have either watched other videos that I've done, you're a member of the support board that I'm a member of on Facebook, or you've just happened to stumble across these videos because of the tags that I put on them for hemifacial spasm, HFS, twitchy face. So again, I'm Faith, and I make these videos just to show how the treatments that I've attempted have affected the hemifacial spasm that I experience in my face. I'm a longtime sufferer. I've had it for many, many years. And again, I had the surgery with Dr. Sekula in Pittsburgh 3 months ago. Here, let's see if I can get a good shot of my, I got to put a picture up of this. I don't know how to do it in YouTube. Maybe someone can give me a suggestion, but here's my scar. It's right here. I've been putting, believe it or not, oh gosh, some sort of oil on it. Oh, I'll remember it in a little bit. But my nutritionist suggested that I try this particular oil. It comes in little capsules. I just poke a hole in them and use them for a week and then throw that one away. I never go through the entire thing, but what is it? Anyway, hopefully it's been helping it to heal. It's a little bumpy back there. Parts of it feel sort of like pimples. And I'm a pimple popper, so it's hard not to pick at it. I do my best to leave it alone, but you know, human. I'm weird. So this is what my face is doing right now. I am noticing currently, I've been thinking about it, trying to think about it a lot this week actually, how my face is doing, how I've been feeling about it. And again, these are the moments when I feel like my face moves the most, is when I'm talking. If you look back at my other videos, I say the same thing. But I have to say that, that I have to think about my spasm more now in order to consider how much it's affecting me, which is a great improvement. It's actually a huge deal to me that I'm not thinking about it all the time. So that's what month 3 has done for me since my surgery. The spasm is still occurring. You can see that it's affecting the way that my face behaves when I talk. I'll do a still set here for about 10 seconds in a moment so that you can see what it looks like when I'm just sitting still. I am also doing another video too that I keep private to myself to compare with other, like the past months to see if there's any change in the development of the muscles that I have. I think there's still an asymmetry that's happening with my face, with my nostrils, with my mouth, and I'm interested in seeing how that develops over the course of months too. But again, I'm keeping that private. It's mostly I'm just sitting still, and it's not a very interesting video. I don't think it's something that the entire community wants to see. So I just keep that to myself. But anyway, that is something that I'm doing. I'm keeping track of that as well. And then hopefully here, I still haven't talked to Dr. Sekula, believe it or not, following up my surgery. I've written to him a couple of times because there are problems with my bills. This is not a new thing. I'm in America, and my insurance sucks. And my insurance does not take care of anything having to do with hemifacial spasm, specifically because they never wanted to be responsible for the costs associated with the microvascular decompression surgery. So even though I signed on with them in 2013 thinking I was never going to get the surgery, because at the time I thought, brain surgery, why would I do that? Yeah, they didn't pay for anything. And so I have to pay for it out of pocket. There's been some confusion about what they told me it would cost versus what they're trying to charge me now. And so it's the costs are on hold for the surgery specifically. I'm paying all of the costs for the MRI. There was a follow-up test that we did to make sure, because I have a leg numbness happening on my right side, and we wanted to make sure there wasn't a blood clot there, so they did an ultrasound. That was an expensive ultrasound. Let's see, I have the bill here, right here next to me. That ultrasound to make sure I didn't have a blood clot that took about 20 minutes maximum, if that, was $1,554. You know, because again, America. So, and the MRI, just FYI, I'm a poet and didn't know it, was $4,300. So those charges are not covered under the, when you're paying out of pocket for the surgery. And that kind of goes into what I figured I was going to be paying was about $50,000 for the surgery itself, along with the additional costs associated with it. So what the initial cost is, what they quote you is for, I think it's about $45,000 with what they quoted me. And that covers the cost of the surgery, the anesthesia, the hospital stay, and I think like for just the general doctor visits that happen while you're in the hospital. All of the other costs, so the pre-op tests, like the hearing test, again, the MRI that they did there, all of those sorts of things are under a separate umbrella apparently. So, and that's fine. It's adding up to being, if they'll just stick to it. Because instead of $45,000, they want to charge me $80,000 for the surgery, and I'm pushing hard on that one. I'm pushing back. So anyway, this is what my face looks like when I talk. Again, it's been 3 months. I'm hoping there's going to be even more improvement. Tonus has slowed down way more than I had expected. I was concerned those first couple of months because I think I said it in my last video that I did in June. It's currently July. Did I say that already? That I was still getting some good scrunches that were happening, especially when I'm driving, when I'm looking over my left shoulder to make sure there's no traffic there for me to change lanes or what have you, merging, etc. That it's important for me to be able to have use of that eye. So, and that tends to be when the tonus kicks in. Sleeping, there's something that's happening more than anything else I've noticed. It's almost like a vibration that's been happening that I didn't notice. And I think it goes back when I first started experiencing my hemifacial spasm symptoms many years ago when it first started kicking in, because I've had this condition for about 13 years now. That's what it felt like, like the fluttery kind of, but this is more internal. The flutters then were more eye-based and cheek-based. This is almost like something that I can feel from my ear all the way through. Let me push my hair on my face. Through this whole side of my face while I'm lying in bed. And I don't know if this works for everybody, but it works for me. Sometimes if I just adjust the direction of my neck, like, you know, I'll be lying on my pillow and I'll just kind of stretch it a little bit, give it a little bit of a stretch. I used to do this a couple of years ago when I would be lying on that side or even on my other side, and the spasm would start happening. When my eyes are shut, I do this. When I look to the opposite side of my face, sometimes that makes it stop. I don't know. So I've been kind of applying that process again when I start feeling this weird vibration thing that happens when I'm lying down, and it generally stops. I don't know what the rhyme or reason to it is, but it's been working out well. So yeah, here, let me tuck my hair back so you guys can see more of what's happening with my face. As you can see, there's still a fair amount of eye movement that is happening. It's not bothering me. I can smile a lot more, and it doesn't kick anything into gear, which is great. It's, you know, that's always nice. I actually engaged with a little kid today in a hallway walking out of the gym, and she wasn't, you know, she didn't express any fear of me at all. Not that children have in the past, but, you know, she talked to me, and my face didn't freak out. That's the weird thing, is that usually when I start to engage with someone, whether it's a child or an adult, to be fair, in public, that's when my face starts to react. I'm not a generally nervous person, but I don't know what, I can't say what it is that causes that to happen, but it does happen. So that's when it tends to occur. Sunlight still makes it happen, kicks it into gear, but it's under much more control than it had been. I'm looking forward to the following months, these upcoming months. I'm thinking that by a year out, if things keep continuing on this pace, maybe I'll be free and clear of any kind of spasm. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'll keep up with the videos. And again, as usual, if you have any questions, let me know. I will post the information about the Facebook support group that I'm a member of in the About This Video section down below. So if you have any questions about what it is I'm referencing, that's where I'll put the information so you can find it. It's a great group. If you are suffering from hemifacial spasm and you don't know what to do, or you think you might be suffering from it but you're not sure, please come and join and ask questions, or look through the archives, see what other questions have been answered already, and see if maybe we can give you a hand with it. But don't suffer alone with this. This is it can be a debilitating condition to have. And like I say at the end of all my videos, I just think we need to get out there and inform people and try not to hold ourselves up as this condition tries to take over our face, because we're still us in here. We're still who we are, and it can be hard. When I do experience the extensive spasms, which do happen from time to time, it gets me. I get angry. I get sad. And I think that's okay. I think expressing those emotions are the best way to handle it. And the more that I bottle it up, who knows? Maybe it causes the spasm to happen more. So I'm just going to keep working on myself, and I'll keep making these videos and letting everybody know that you aren't alone. All right? We're all here with you. So take it easy, and I'll see you guys next month, August 2018. Jeez. Crazy pants. The year is flying by. Bye, guys.